Good morning, students. Today we'll see difference between an entrepreneur and a manager. And next one, entrepreneur and entrepreneur. Third one, qualities of entrepreneur and also entrepreneur and enterprises. First we'll see difference between an entrepreneur and a manager. First dimensions, motivation. In entrepreneur, the main motive of an entrepreneur is to start a venture by setting up an enterprise. He nurtures the ventures for his personal gratification. In manager, the manager motive of a manager is to render his services in an enterprise already set up by someone else. This is the main differences in with entrepreneur and also manager. Next dimension is status. An entrepreneur is the owner of an enterprises, but a manager is an employee in an enterprise owned by the entrepreneur. You understand the difference, girls? Entrepreneur is the owner of an enterprise, but a manager is an employee in an enterprise owned by the entrepreneur. Next, third dimension is risk bearing. An entrepreneur, being the owner of an enterprise, assumes all risk and uncertainty involved in running the enterprise. But a manager, as an employee, does not bear any risk involved in enterprises. See, because the entrepreneur is the owner of the firm, but manager is a worker of the firm. This is the difference. So any problems will comes means everything will face entrepreneur, but manager is an employee, does not bear any risk involved in the enterprises. Next we'll see rewards. The rewards an entrepreneur gets for bearing risk involved in the enterprise is profit, which is highly uncertain. But a manager gets salary as reward for the services. Notice this line, girls. Rewards for the services rendered by him in the enterprise. Salary of a manager is certain and fixed. This is the difference. Rewards. The renewal and the reward an entrepreneur gets for bearing risk involved in the enterprises is profit, which is highly uncertain. A manager gets salary as reward for the services rendered by him in the enterprises. Salary of a manager is a certain and fixed. Next dimension is innovation. Innovation. Entrepreneur himself thinks and decides on what and how to produce to meet the changing demands of the customers. Hence, he acts as an innovator, also known as change agent, who's entrepreneur. But manager execute the plans prepared by the entrepreneur. ஸோ entrepreneur என்ன ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணுறாரோ, என்ன பிளான் பண்ணுறாரோ, என்ன டெசிஷன் எடுக்கிறாரோ அதை ஃபாலோ பண்ணுறது மட்டும்தான் மேனேஜருடைய ஒர்க். Thus a manager simply translate the entrepreneur's ideas into practices. Understand, girls? Next, qualification. Next dimension is qualification. An entrepreneur needs to possess qualities and qualification like high achievement motive, originality in thinking, foresight, risk bearing ability, and so on. But a manager needs to possess distinct qualification in terms of sound knowledge in management theory and practices. This is the differences between an entrepreneur and a manager. Thus, we see that all managers are not entrepreneurs, but all entrepreneurs are managers. Now, let us look at the differences between an entrepreneur and an entrepreneur. First dimension, dependency. First dimension, dependency. Entrepreneur. An entrepreneur is independent in his operations. So everything he will take the decisions, but an entrepreneur's action is dependent on the decision of entrepreneur, the owner. Understand, girls? An entrepreneur is an independent in his operation. He will take any decision individually, but entrepreneur action is dependent on the decision of entrepreneur, the owner. Next dimension is raising of funds. An entrepreneur himself raise funds required for an enterprises. Okay. ஸோ ஃபண்ட்ஸ் வந்து ரைஸ் பண்ணுறதுக்கு எல்லா டெசிஷன் எடுக்கிறது எல்லாம் வந்து என்டர்பிரைசஸில் யாருன்னா ஆஸ் எ entrepreneur. பட் entrepreneurல வந்து பார்த்திங்கன்னா ஃபண்ட்ஸ் ஆர் நாட் ரைஸ்டு பை த entrepreneur. ஸோ இவருக்கு எந்த ரைட்ஸும் கிடையாது, எந்த டெசிஷனும் இவர் வந்து ஃபண்ட்ஸ் ரிலேட்டடாக எந்த ஆக்ஷனும் எடுக்க முடியாது. திஸ் இஸ் த டிஃப்ரென்ஸ். ஓகே. நெக்ஸ்ட் தேர்ட் ரிஸ்க். Entrepreneur bears the risk involved in the business. See, many risks are involving in the business, but an entrepreneur does not fully bear the risks involved in the enterprises. Does not fully bear the risk involved in the enterprises. Next, last dimension is operations. An entrepreneur operates from outside. An entrepreneur operates from within the organization itself. You understand this difference, girls? An entrepreneur operates from outside, but entrepreneur operates from within the organization itself. This is the differences. Entrepreneurs are the new breed of managers emerging in big organization. The senior level managers are encouraged by the entrepreneur to generate new ideas and then convert them into products through research and developmental activities within the framework of an organization. This new concept has become very popular now. In fact, currently the senior managers are not treated as employees, but as stated above, they are encouraged to try new ideas and takes risk. They are given freedom to operate on their own. They are encouraged to think themselves as entrepreneurs within the enterprise. They are also given employee stock options. Thus, they become partial owner. It can be seen that the concept of entrepreneur has changed, and so the difference is getting narrowed, and the line that separates entrepreneur and the senior manager is disappearing. Every employee of an enterprise is encouraged to work on his own and perform. He is his own boss. In future, this culture will be adapted by several enterprises for their growth. Retention of employees who perform and deliver results has become a challenge. So, in order to retain creative and effective employees, then the new approach has emerged. In enterprises, administrative culture is giving away entrepreneurial culture. In such entrepreneurial managers are in great demand at present. The important factor which has influenced this change is technology. Because of the technology of computers, cell phones, internet, etc., employees can work from home. The line between the home and enterprises is also disappearing. The entrepreneur should build his enterprise within an organizational structure which is flexible, fluid, circular, involving all in the enterprise, and must be such that it permits one to lead people and not to contain them. In future, the success of an entrepreneur will depend to a large extent on his character and quality, as technical competence is available now. He has to understand how to be and not how to do, which will determine the performance and results of his enterprises. Next, we'll see relationship between the terms entrepreneur, entrepreneurial, and entrepreneurship. This term are generally used interchangeably, but they are conceptually different. The terms are related to one another. The term entrepreneur precedes entrepreneurship and entrepreneurial, which means that the other two terms are derived from the first term. The term entrepreneur and entrepreneurship are nouns, whereas entrepreneurial is an adjective. The characteristics, traits, attributes, and qualities discussed earlier which describe an entrepreneur are called entrepreneurial traits. Apart from the characteristics, entrepreneurial traits also include knowledge and skill required to qualify to be an entrepreneur. Thus, the term entrepreneurial is a broad term. The relationship between entrepreneur and entrepreneurship. Entrepreneur, person. Entrepreneurship, process. This is the differences and relationship between entrepreneur and entrepreneurship. Organizer, organization. Innovator, innovation. Risk bearer, risk bearing. Motivator, motivation. Creator, creation. Visualizer, vision. Leader, leadership. Imitator, imitation. Technician, technology. Initiator, initiative. Decision maker, decision making. Planner, planning. Programmer, action. Administrator, administration. Communicator, communication. Understood, girls? Relationship between the entrepreneur and enterprises. A potter is usually seen as someone who creates, and a pot is seen as the creation. Can he be a potter before he creates a pot? If he is a potter only after he makes a pot, who has made the potter? Obviously, it's the pot that makes the potter. Coming to business, who's a businessman? A businessman is someone who creates a business, and a business creates a businessman. Take away business from businessman, and all you have left is a man. We should understand and recognize that interdependence of factors. We usually look at one of the equation and ignore the other. Can one be a husband without a wife and vice versa? Can a manager exist without someone to manage? We tend to look at ourselves by asking from just one perspective, husband, manager, parent, and we identify them completely with their role without giving a thought to the other party. If we are something, we are so because of something else. The same logic can be applied to the two terms. One is entrepreneur, next enterprise. It means we cannot separate one from the other, but it does not mean that they are one and there are no differences. Here are few differences. See a difference between entrepreneur and enterprises. Entrepreneur, enterprises. Entrepreneur is person, enterprises firm, company or organization. Individual, group of people, subject, object, input, output, patient, profit. The sum of a person to be called an entrepreneur should promote an enterprises. Hence, both the terms are very closely related and are like the two sides of a same coin. One without the other does not exist. This is very important thing. Closely related and are like the two sides of the same coin. One without one another does not exist. Next we'll see qualities of a successful entrepreneur. First quality is resolute, motivation and passion, self-discipline, risk-taking ability, creative thinking, persistence. First we'll see resolute, motivation and passion. The first and foremost quality of a successful entrepreneur is passion. No one can achieve anything if they do not have the passion for reaching that goal. As a result of this absolute passion, motivation starts to create in an entrepreneur mind as he takes on new tasks and learning new things in order to reach that goals. Motivation keeps blood running, helping an entrepreneur to keep hope and overcome obstacles as he or she advances towards the goal. This is why a successful entrepreneur is passionate and motivation in a whole new demeanor. Motivation: create reward incentives, stay positive, generate new ideas, establish good habits, set new goals, focus on your dream, build on success. This is resolute motivation on patient. Second one, self discipline. This is one of the most essential characteristics of a successful entrepreneur, because if an entrepreneur is able to accomplish essential task, whether he is feeling up to it or not, then he will be able to achieve higher success. Self discipline basically means to master the inner self and inner emotions to generate a sense of responsibility of getting the job done, which fosters self direction. This is called self discipline. Third one is risk taking ability. This is also very important one. Entrepreneurship is also all about taking risk. Entrepreneurs have the ability to take greater risk to achieve greater success, but not all risk takers are successful entrepreneurs. A successful entrepreneur knows when to take risk and which risk will be beneficial or harmful to the company or himself. All entrepreneurs plan before taking risk and make a plan in case of any loss of mistake. and establish a suitable ground for the results of the risk. This is called risk taking ability. Next we'll see fourth one, creative thinking. A successful entrepreneur is a creative thinker because with loads of ideas constantly flowing through her mind, this drastic ability to think of a wide range of new ideas help an entrepreneur to initiate different type of business is a unique creative way. This is creative thinking of the entrepreneur. Last but not least, the fifth quality of a successful entrepreneur, persistence. Persistence is the most basic and essential quality of a successful entrepreneur because even good entrepreneur experience failures and odds, but with persistence you are able to pick yourself back up and keep moving towards your goals. This is all quality of the successful entrepreneur. Thank you, girls. Girls, kindly watch one video related entrepreneur motivational.
What does it mean to be an entrepreneur? In a world of inaction, overpromising and underdelivering, every second man seems to claim himself an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur is someone that would never call himself an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur is someone that is happy to work while all others are out partying. An entrepreneur's drug is success. He is addicted to success. And finally, the entrepreneur knows one simple fact. I will make it, maybe not immediately, but absolutely and definitely.
You have to hustle. You have to think outside of the box to make things happen when it seems impossibly difficult for anything to happen. To continue to get up off of the canvas when you are beaten down relentlessly.
Win or learn. I never lose. I will succeed, not immediately, but absolutely and definitely. I will take action when others hesitate. I will think big when others don't. I will sacrifice when others won't. I will dare to dream of greatness when others fear it. I will outwork my competition day and night. I am the captain of my fate, the master of my soul, the boss of my dreams, the king of my goals.
You have to be a leader, to be unique, to be hungry always, and never satisfied. Proud, but never satisfied. To be followed by the competition, to take criticism and negativity and use it to build your greatness, to survive the storms and the tough moments, to be humble in the good times. It is sacrificing your today for a better tomorrow. It is living a few years of your life like others won't so that you can spend the rest of your life like others can. That sacrifice, the dedication, the commitment, the discipline. Only rare human beings have these qualities. Only the very best among us. Then there's failure. Because we all know that it is coming. It is human nature. I mean, find me a successful human that has never failed. You can't. They don't exist. The only difference between the extremely successful among us in any field and the unknown, the only difference, the successful guy didn't give up. He found a way when there seemed to be no way. The other guy, he threw in the towel. Failure is simply learning another way not to do something. There are great lessons in failure.
When it comes to success, there is rarely ever a time when luck comes into play.
Hard work, however, always comes into play. There is no greater satisfaction in life than that of hard work paid off. No greater satisfaction than knowing you are self-made. Take action while all others are sitting on their hands. The great difference between the somebodies and the nobodies very often only comes down to who is willing to take action, who is willing to put in the work, the grind. Are you willing?
It was a really difficult time when I left my job. I was worried how to manage my expenses, and I was not ready to join another job. I thought, why not go for a business? But I had nothing to invest and was totally blank on what to do. Then suddenly my old house gave me a great idea. Young entrepreneurs are ruling the world today, and why can't I? My old house was located at a small town area near to a market. So I can easily establish it as a perfect guest house for tourists. I ran to speak with my father. What's the condition of our old house? I asked. It's a complete furnished one, you know, but no one to take care of it. I think I should sell it off. What do you say? My father replied. I have a great idea. We can start a good business. We would just take some days to clean our house and give it the look of a furnished guest house. I would deal with clients, and we can even arrange food from a nearby eatery if they want the facility. My father was very much excited hearing this concept, and he too agreed to start the business with me. It was an inspiration for me, and I felt confident knowing my father would always be there with good suggestions. We started preparing a plan how to renovate the house, and even he consulted with an interior designer who incorporated a nice look for our house. I posted advertisements on Quikr, OLX, and other classified sites, and even developed a small website with good pictures and details. I myself was a good writer and posted some nice content that even helped me to carry out a better SEO. I got my friend who agreed to do the SEO with a minimal charge. He studied the competitor sites and prepared a cycle with 3 options. 1. What are the main things that are important to reach the target audience? 2. Distribute data effectively to get instant results. 3. Maximizing the duration value of the contents across various channels. Apart from this, I gave priority to mobile SEO, as users today prefer to get everything inside that palm-sized device. It helped a lot to get good deals, and I realized the true importance of digital marketing. I didn't even miss out the pay-per-click option, and I was able to get more domestic clients earning huge profits that gave me the self-motivation to go ahead. Gradually, I was on the way to becoming a young entrepreneur, and it was a good feeling. I can't even express it in mere words. Today, I handle more than 5 guest houses with transport and restaurant facilities. Presently, my father is not with me, but his support in the beginning was a great thing I miss even today. I organize corporate tours today, dealing with international clients, and this is a great achievement in my whole life.
What you understand in this video, girls? Listen carefully once again. If you have any doubt, once again you watch the video. Next we'll see tomorrow's topic. I tell you back. I don't know how many of you attending the classes, but regularly you attend the class. Weekly twice I will send you notes. You make it use for that. And also I will conduct the test, so be ready for the test also. You have CA also, CA exam also is there, so don't be careless, be serious, regularly attend the classes. If anybody not pay the fees, semester fees, kindly pay the fees also, because the management convey this message to the students. Okay, next class we'll see. Thank you.